This program is brought to you by the Genesis Communications Network, a world leader in talk radio since 1998. Visit GCNlive.com today.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Join us this hour for our segment Invent America with your co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton. Discover what's next in the home improvement industry and explore new products and innovations. Or if you have that next great big idea, learn what it takes to bring your invention to the world as Michael King and Rita Crompton talk to America's inventors and innovators. Remember, the America of tomorrow is being invented today. We invite you to visit us at HomeTalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, we proudly present Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country, Home Talk USA, with your host, the Cajun contractor, Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us for this segment of Invent America, because America invents. If you know an aspiring inventor out there, or you are one yourself, please join us at invent-america.com or inventamerica.info. We are everywhere out there on the internet and streaming as well. So we are getting ready to take off and be on an airplane in a few days to go to ASD Market Week, which is one of the biggest consumer product shows in America. And I do believe that the father of Home Talk USA and Invent America is already on an airplane headed out to a different show. So we will be joining him out there in a few days. But right now I wanted to introduce Kat Crompton. She is my sidekick for Invent America and getting all the postings done and letting everyone know what's out there, and also helping all of our inventors who are going to the show get teed up. So, Kat, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So when we've getting inventors going, we had a briefing the other day, and you noticed something that was really interesting about the difference between this show that we're going to and some of the ones in the past. What was that?
I noticed that we have a lot more females going to this show. In the past, we've done the National Hardware Show, and since those tend to be geared a little bit more towards tools and other products in those categories, this show is so much wider of an expanse over industries. And so what we found is a lot of the female inventors out there who have done things like pet products, baby products, they're very excited to be joining us at this show, and we can't wait to see everything that they're bringing.
I know. We're so excited. There's, some are actually able to take orders. Jenny Salimi was on with us last week. She's got inventory, so she'll be taking orders. A fashion product. Well, we're not taking that to the National Hardware Show. We are going to ASD Market Week, and that's one of the wonderful things we found is that whatever you have invented, America, and, the interesting thing is that everybody aspires to be an inventor. There's just kind of a romance with the idea of being an inventor. But you know what? For those people who are not inventors, you support America Invents by going and buying these products. So we will have them posted on the website. The Invent-America site will list all the products we're taking. So if you go out there and you want to put in your feelings about a particular product, by all means, because we're doing the Innovation Awards, and we are going to open up that voting to all of America who is listening to Invent America. So join us, please. We'll be sending out that link and posting it probably in the next week or so. Right, Kat?
Yeah. Yep. Show's coming up.
The show is coming up. So why don't you go over the list of, the Innovation Awards, because, you came up with this idea, and we want everybody out there to realize, if you go in and you vote on a product, this is what it's not just a handshake and a little plastic cup. What are the awards?
Well, because it's the radio show that's going to be sponsoring the booth, we've decided that the best way to award the people attending is to give them something related to the radio show. So we're actually offering sponsorship packages for free as the first, second, and third place prizes. And those will range depending on whether you're first, second, or third, how long that sponsorship will go for. But, I mean, these value at over $6,000. So really phenomenal first place prize to whoever garners the most votes at the show or online. And, you know, we're really excited to be able to offer this because it's just an amazing marketing opportunity for someone who's just starting out. And we love the idea of using the radio show as the sponsor and as the prize because it all ties back in together.
Well, it's a wonderful, you know, kind of hand-to-hand relationship with ASD Market Week. They're sponsors of Invent America. Invent America is a sponsor of the Innovation Awards, and all of America is going to get to vote on who's going to win. And so we want to encourage you to go to our website. You'll be able to, you know, see all the products that are listed and then go in and tell us what you think. And those inventors are going to be so grateful that you took the time. I get inventors who call almost every single week and say, oh, I was listening to you on the radio, and I was listening to you on the radio, and this product, I would really like to find out where to get it. And so we are grateful to everyone out there who participates in Invent America one way or another. It's absolutely amazing. So, Kat, the intensity of the show, you've been to these trade shows before. Share with our listeners a little bit about how busy we are.
Oh, my gosh. The traffic through the booth just has a tendency to be insane. That we are constantly talking to new people, meeting new people, getting the opportunity to network. In the past, we've just had such a great response. So many, in fact, one year at the National Hardware Show, we even won the most innovative booth because having so many different products across so many different industries means there's something for everybody. And they get the opportunity to come and look and even kind of do some pre-shopping around, and people enjoy it. They enjoy getting to hear from the inventor themselves a little bit of the story. How did you come up with it? What led you down this path? So it's a really great opportunity for buyers to actually encounter the inventor and not just somebody representing them.
Well, the show people have been wonderful, and ASD Market Week is, full of buyers. I mean, there'll be 30,000 attendees there, and all of the attendees are related to purchasing of products. So that's one of the really cool things, is that it's not just a consumer show for people off the street, although consumers can go and attend. So if you're out there in that Las Vegas area and you want to see what's going on, you can get into the show and look around. You can even buy products. So come by and stop at Invent America, please, and pick some of your favorites, and then you get to vote again. So those are some of the things that we're looking at. But buyers have already started contacting me and asking to set meetings to be able to come and look at the new products that we've got. So this is just an incredible opportunity for, buyers, consumers, inventors. Like they said, the old products and the sellout stuff, they're old products. Stores and buyers, they want to see what's new, what's coming down the road. And we are so grateful to our GCN network for allowing us to talk about this show, for allowing Invent America to be out there, and we are grateful. So stick with us. We have got a couple of inventors coming up, a couple of those lady inventors with new products that they will be launching at ASD Market Week. Kat, thanks so much for being with us.
Absolutely.
listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Welcome back to Home Talk USA with Michael King. Do you have questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need by visiting HomeTalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, back to Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country. Home Talk USA with your host, the Cajun contractor Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
Hello, everyone, and thanks so much for being with us this afternoon. If you would like to hear more of our shows, please go to HomeTalkUSA.com, and you will be able to hear the Home Talk USA, the Michael shows, and also some of the other Invent America shows. And so we're talking today about ASD Market Week that's coming up. We want to thank ASD Market Week, the marketing department, for being a sponsor of Invent America. So thank you very much, guys. And we want to thank all of you out there for listening to us and being part of Invent America. So our next guest is Janice Stokes. She lives in Florida, and hey, all of you in Florida, she created this invention when she saw a news broadcast about a bag, a woman's shopping bag being stolen out of the cart, and just realized how many people, not just women, but people in general, run afoul of theft in parking lots, in grocery stores, in any kind of store where you might have set down your bag. So, Janice, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for inviting me.
So, your invention, the Purse Guardian, tell us a little bit about it.
Okay. The Purse Guardian is basically a shopping bag. I did not reinvent the shopping bag. All I did was add some strong Velcro tabs with strong nylon thread, and you place them in key places on the bags. I have a smaller bag, which only 2 of them are at the top, and the very large bag for much larger purses or backpacks has like 6 of those tabs around, so it can either be used as put your purse or backpack in the bag, or it could be used like a net over the shopping cart. People usually put their purses or stuff like that in the top part where usually children sit. And usually, and I watch it, now that I've invented this and I haven't been able to use it myself, I notice as I'm shopping how many women have their purses there. They're not even zipped. They have them open where their wallets and personal items are open for somebody just to walk up behind them while they're not paying attention and grab something out of it, if not the whole purse, which some videos, if you go on YouTube and you put in grocery store videos of that thing happening, theft, it'll show you. And it's just, it makes you have a sick stomach, just to watch that there are people out there that prey on people, even just while they're shopping at the store. That's why.
You said something interesting when we had our briefing about your product, and that was, when somebody says, it's just Velcro and it's just attached to the bag, it's just, a little bit more strength and they can walk away with it. Not so much. All right. That's when right. It talks about a Purse Guardian, it is guarding your valuables, because your son could lift it, and he lifts 800 pounds, and it did not break away from the shopping cart.
Correct. My son is a bodybuilder, and he's also a photographer, and he was taking my pictures, and I told him, I says, you're also part of the let me see if this works business, and he tried to take the purse out of it, and he literally lifted up the cart with it. So I am confident that it is strong, as long as it's I created it with strong nylon thread. See, I did use cotton thread, and it popped right out. I even pulled it out.
Yeah.
So I went back home. That's the invention process. You go see what really works and doesn't work. And that's what I did. I've come up with, I sought out from the thread from the store, Joann's Fabric, what would be the strongest thread. And the lady led me straight to the nylon thread. She says, this will hold anything. And it does.
Well, that is so cool. Now, you just recently joined the team going to ASD Market Week. And so it was kind of like, oh, my God, I could still do this and get the product there. Yeah. So you've hustled it up now and gotten us photographs and everything so we can put together a sell sheet. What is it that you're hoping to accomplish at ASD Market Week?
Well, I would like to really have a licensing contract or deal go on. I really am not. I'm 65 years old, so it's not like I want to start a company with this one invention. I'm sure if I did do that, I could create other things that could complement it. But right now, I'm just looking for a licensing deal. The most important thing is to get it on the market. I want to use this, and I know several others. Now that I'm non-provisional utility patent pending, I can talk about it to other people finally.
Yes.
Everybody says, oh, my goodness, I want one of those.
It's, when we're looking at licensing, so let me explain real quick to our listeners the difference between being that organic company that you build your own and you put all the money into it. That means that's literally the truth. You put all the money into it. When you license your intellectual property, it basically means somebody's going to rent your patent. They're going to make it, sell it, and send you a check. When you're the organic business, you put all the money into it. So your only trips to the bank are to take money out, not to put money in. And
well, so I'm all about the other part. But that is now. I would originally I thought about starting a company, and I was sitting there because I used to own a gift store one time, and all of a sudden it came back to me what it meant to run a business. And I was like, I'm not quite ready for that again. So I believe this will be the best avenue for me.
You're in good company because most inventors, that's where they want to get to. They want to be able to really look at the licensing options. So we do everything that we can to help get them teed up. And then we get you on the radio so you can talk about it, and we get you posted so that companies that are out there and saying, that is cool. Or you know what happens a lot of times? The wife of the person running that business, she says, I want this, go get it. Yay, all of you lady listeners out there, we are so grateful. Right now, I want to thank Janice for being on today, and I want to thank again, our GCN network for taking good care of us. And if you know an inventor out there or you are aspiring to become an inventor, have them get in touch with us. Maybe have them go to the show with us. It is not too late. So right now we're going to go pay a few bills, and I will be back with an inventor of a new pet product. Stick with us.
HomeTalkUSA with Michael King. Do you have questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need by visiting HomeTalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like HomeTalk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, back to Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country, Home Talk USA, with your host, the Cajun contractor Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
Hello, Hello, everybody. And the father of Invent America is on an airplane right now, headed out to one of the professional trade shows in Las Vegas. So we are doing this with his moral support for sure, and with the great support of Janice Communication Network. Thank you so much for giving us a home. And for our couple of other sponsors, we've got Kicker Design as one of our sponsors, and Product Quick Start. So if you're out there and you're working on something and you need a manufacturer, that fine-tuning of your prototype, by all means, give us a call. Check us out on the website. Kicker Design is listed, and so is Product Quick Start. Both of them are excellent design companies. Our next inventor guest today is Andrea Vaughan. She has invented a new pet product. This is her first time going to the show. Andrea, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
So, it's funny because the last guest who was on, a woman inventor, you are a woman inventor, and that was one of the things that Kat had noticed, that in the past, we've been predominantly men inventors, so we don't want to discourage the men. We've got some really cool guy inventors going with us to this show. But for the first time, we're going to have probably about 50-50 representation with the lady inventors. And, hey, you ladies, man, you can, you can run with this. And so we want to say congratulations on getting, your patent pending and getting your really cool prototype. Andrea and her husband, Chuck, who is going to be joining us at the show, drove 7 hours to come over and have dinner with me last weekend and show me their very cool new prototype. So, Andrea, tell us about Pet Feeder on Wheels. What is it?
Okay, well, my product offers a food-carrying container that holds up to 2 weeks of food servings broken out into the AM and PM intervals. It can also be used for any kind of travel or as well in-home use, the staycations. It provides for hands-free carrying through the use of backpack straps, or you could roll it on its rolling wheels as you would a piece of luggage. It's got a little compartment for water. It's got compartments to carry some extra little things that you might need. So I think for the ease of travel with your pet, I hope that it'd be something the consumer could use.
Well, in the last, decade or so, traveling with pets, I mean, we drove cross-country with 2 huskies in the backseat of a Prius, so I know all about traveling with pets. And but, you've got the doggy daycares where people will go and take their pets to spend the day, and they want everything already measured out and done, especially if you've got any medications that you have to give them, or you've got any, special timing. And your product, the Pet Feeder on Wheels, it allows everything to be very nicely contained, measured out, marked, so that somebody just opens it up and they see exactly what you want them to do.
Well, exactly, and that's a part of it, the stay-at-home portion as well. When people come into your house, you don't want them going through all your cabinets and looking for things and food. It's all right there. You just open it up, and the little girl next door can come in and feed your cat and walk out, and everything stays fine.
Exactly. So you can't go with us to ASD, but your husband is stepping in to fill your shoes. What is it that he is hoping to accomplish for you?
Well, my husband's my best friend, and he's such a huge help to bringing this vision of mine to reality in the product development. We just finished, of course, making the prototype ourselves, and he knows it very well, and so he will be demoing the product, carrying it on his back, rolling it around, and just speaking about it as he looks for people who might be interested in a licensing agreement so that we could maybe get this product into the marketplace, because I have a lot of friends that already want it, so
well,
for that opportunity.
That's the fun thing about it, is once you get to patent pending and you can get out there and start showing your product, it's amazing. I mean, you get the good feedback and say, okay, let's go to the next step on this. Let's get to a show and show the buyers and everything. And I have people contacting me almost every single day now to say, can we set an appointment to come over and look at your products?
Oh, wow. Wow, that's wonderful. I mean, that's the hope,
Exactly. So,
and I find as well, it's quite, you can customize it, I would think, depending on what a manufacturer can do. They could change colors or add your pet's picture. It could do a couple different things depending on what they want to do. So
Well, the really cool thing is that, you as the inventor, you come up with the sexy prototype, which you did. Your prototype is absolutely gorgeous. But you're right that, when you've had a good patent filed, now you've got the licensee has got all kinds of flexibility on size, colors, materials. They can do it, the inside of it for, the big dogs, the little dogs. It doesn't matter when you've had a utility patent filed. So what advice do you have for our listeners?
Well, my advice is, go for it. It can be quite daunting when you look at the project. You have to take little steps, but you have to do your research and your due diligence. Patent searches are well worth the cost and time to seek out, as well, groups like Rita, what you have, to assist people along the journey. You've done this, and you're a great help in this arena. And just keep moving forward and follow your dreams. That's what I hope to do.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate that that Sam, because we did help you with quite a few of your steps, and it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on board and working with us and getting to know you and your husband. I think the big thing for inventors to keep in mind is that you kind of have the vision out there, but each decision you make is based on information that you gathered at the last step. Because we've had inventors that we had a gentleman, he wanted to get all teed up for going to this show, and he was so excited about it. He got his search done, and he goes, "There's a half a dozen things exactly like this." So he will be moving on to his next project and hopefully making it to the show in 2025 because he's got to come up with a new idea. And that's just, the challenges of being an inventor is that just because you don't see it on the marketplace doesn't mean it hasn't been tried. And so understanding those steps is critical in going forward. So, Andrea, thank you so much for being with us today. I am looking forward to seeing Chuck out there and getting your product out there. And right now, we do need to go and pay some bills. And thank you, everybody, for listening. Stick with us. We have got our industry expert coming right up after this message.
Thank you.
USA with Michael King. Do you have questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need by visiting HomeTalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, back to Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country. Home Talk USA with your host, the Cajun contractor Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
Set, go, everyone. We are off to ASD Market Week. In 2 weeks, we will be broadcasting right from ASD Market Week. And we are excited to go. And we've got 800 square feet and a lot of products that are going to be there. Some for the first time, some repeat. But we are excited. And Kevin Cody is our industry expert. He is the founder of FLI Products. He knows how valuable being at a trade show can be for the product, for the inventor, for somebody that's trying to reach the buying public. Sometimes you can't always be there yourself, but your product can still be front and focused. So, Kevin, thanks so much for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about FLI Products.
Oh, thanks for having me, Rita. I appreciate it. Well, as we've discussed in the past, we're a small company that comes alongside other small companies to help them market and distribute their products. And one of the places to do that and people to do it with are new inventors. So we enjoy that opportunity.
So you know how valuable that professional trade show can be. Why? Why should someone go? The ASD Market Week is for anything and everything. We laugh and say it's from, diapers to diamonds. They say dustpans to diamonds. And because you can have such a huge variety. We've got tools, we've got pet products, kitchen gadgets, grill cleaners, fashion design. Everything is going to be there. And so it's a wonderful opportunity. But the buyers are the attendees. They're the ones walking the floor. So why is it important for the inventors and the people selling products to be at an event like this?
Those are great questions. Having been on both sides of the fence, a buyer and as a seller, I can tell you the objective is the same. You want to discover a product, you want to discover people. And in the case of being a buyer and on that side of the fence, if you will, discovery is the key when you're going to a trade show. And the discovery involves not only the product, but the company and who the people are, and being able to rub elbows with them out of a normal review environment that gives you a better feel for who they really are, how attentive they are to the product and the details of it. Gives the buyer a lot more time to be able to ask pertinent questions about the company, its products, in the future. And then, of course, from a relational standpoint, it's just critical to be able to develop those relationships and get prepared for potential with a new supplier.
Well, and you can talk to more people in 3 days at a professional show than you can in 6 months online and via the phone.
Right. It's a real focused effort. And while you can go for sort of speed dating from company to company, you can also take the time without a locked-in schedule per se, and be able to extend that time within a product and a company that you really like or think may have an opportunity.
Well, and I think it's important for, our listeners to know is that, like for you can't be there, but you're sending a couple of products. And so we've got staff that's going to represent any of our inventors who cannot be there. They're helping the inventors who can be there because a lot of times they feel a little bit shy about getting out there and talking, but all of our staff is professionals. And so they're still getting the product out there. It's still being, even though you don't have eyes on the people walking the floor, your product kind of does because it's right there and people can touch it and, see how it works. That's critical as well.
That's a huge advantage of your company, being able to have people that can do that and effectively do it, because oftentimes manufacturers have competing marketplaces that they need to be in for a variety of reasons, and not every show timing is going to line up. But if it's in your marketing budget and you're ready to do it and it makes sense, then having somebody, another company that represents you like Inventor Lady, with the appropriate people on staff that can do the kind of shoulder-to-shoulder work with the buyers is just really, really a huge value.
So, well, I hear our music. That means we need to run and pay a few bills. So thank you, Kevin, so much for being with us today. And we look forward to having you back on again when we're talking about another topic.
Welcome.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Everybody Thanks. Everybody stick with us.
Talk USA with Michael King. Do you have questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need by visiting HomeTalkUSA.com, one of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, back to Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country. Home Talk USA with your host, the Cajun contractor Michael King, and his co-host, the Inventor Lady, Rita Crompton.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for being with us today. I want to thank, again, ASD Market Week for being such wonderful partners to work with as we get ready for the show. We're looking forward to doing our radio broadcast in a couple of weeks right from the exhibit hall floor, and we'll have some of our inventors there with us. We had 3 great examples today of inventors going to the show. Janice is going to be there. Andrea is sending someone in her place, and Kevin is sending his products. So we are able to help inventors, product sellers, get eyes on their products when we are at ASD. So if you're one of those out there, get in touch. There's still time for you to get signed up, or if you know someone. Otherwise, follow us on HomeTalkUSA.com or inventamerica.info. And we will talk to you next week. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend and a great next week. Talk to you soon.
Home Talk USA with Michael King is produced by Home Talk Media in association with King's Broadcasting Network and Genesis Communications Network. Broadcast and streamed live from the great state of Louisiana. Host and producer, the Cajun contractor, Michael King. Executive producer, Michael Mellinson. Affiliate and sponsor relations, Joe Spera. Comptroller, Sheila Gregoire. Assistant producer, Christian Bethencourt. Board operators provided by Genesis Communications Network. And I'm your announcer, Kevin McCarthy. Music includes King's Creole by Prolific Arts, Cajun Jam by StockMusic.com, and Zydeco City by Steve Rice. Home Talk USA with Michael King is sponsored by Bonide, pest solutions for your home, garden, and lawn. Decorators, take outdoor living beyond ordinary. Aztec Washer, innovative roofing solutions. Seal it right, seal it tight. Trimislab, replace rotten or missing wood with Trimislab expansion joint repair. Masonry Cosmetics, change the color of any porous masonry with proven masonry staining. Green Products Company, #1 in wood preservatives. Preserve, protect, and clean what you value, and most of all, make it last. Bond Products, manufacturers of InstaBind, the world's first do-it-yourself carpet binding solution. Deckrite, life is tough. Make your exterior flooring tougher. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Home Talk USA with Michael King. Until next time, visit us at HomeTalkUSA.com. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com.
Yay!